guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I have a very special guest that is off camera. My good friend Jordan, that I've been friends with for, oh my God, 20
Over 20 years.
over 20 years,
Yeah. 24.
about 24 years from high school. So recently I had picked up, or I should say, gotten gifted, Johnny Mnemonic, the black and white edition. This is one of my favorite movies and one of Jordan's favorite movies as well.
Top 10.
Top 10, definitely. And probably my first foray into cyberpunk film. I think my first, in terms of gaming, was Shadowrun, which is one of my favorite series. We just finished watching this. We had pizza. Thank you to Jordan, by the way, for paying. And we watched Johnny Mnemonic Black and White. And I just briefly wanted to talk about not so much the film, because most people have seen it by now. It's a 1995, I believe, movie. 95, and it takes place in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in 2022 now. So we're ahead of Johnny Mnemonic. But I just wanted to talk briefly about what I thought about the black and white cut. If you haven't seen the film, definitely check it out. It's about Keanu Reeves' character having a hard drive in his brain. It all sounds a little archaic at this point in terms of the amount of space in his brain and stuff. But anyway, he overloads the hard drive with this data, and they're trying to kill him to obtain the data, and he's trying to get away and remove the data. That's the gist of the story. It's based off of the short story by William Gibson. So the whole movie's in black and white, and I'm going to ask Jordan in a second, but I thought the movie looked excellent, phenomenal. It brings out some of the detail in a different way than the color version. I have the color Blu Ray as well, that you can see pores and pimples and things you didn't notice. Do you feel the same way about the black and white?
I like that you can see the backgrounds better, you clearer and deeper. You're not looking at the color.
Right.
And I feel like I'm listening to the sound effects and looking at the people talking and hearing the words better, hearing the actors' voices and the backgrounds. You pay more attention to that than all the colors.
Yeah.
Which are amazing. So I like watching both, but this is definitely a must see.
Yeah, I would say it's a must-see as well. If you're a fan of the film, it's weird, as Jordan was just saying, when you watch it in color, the backgrounds and things are so bright that sometimes it detracts from the main characters. This has such a focal point on the main characters because the backgrounds don't stand out as much as the characters do at this point. And it just adds a different nuance to the film that you kind of didn't know you needed. So if you're a big fan of the movie, I would definitely recommend seeing it in black and white, and you would as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if I would say it trumps the color version for me. I like the aesthetic and the neon and the bright colors in the original, but it's very close, and I could definitely see it being a curiosity. Jordan, you were saying you think they should have included the color version.
Yeah, in the same package, just like a double pack, color and non-color, and I think more people would buy it, and I would definitely add it to my collection.
I agree.
I'm gonna add this anyway, I think, to my collection.
Okay, I agree. I think that I looked online for reviews, and they said that on iTunes they had actually released, and I think I mentioned this in my pickup video when Patrick, my buddy, thank you, had sent me this. The iTunes version has the color version with this as an extra, so that's really cool. I'm not a digital guy, so I don't buy anything digitally, but I think they should have included the color version as well, or maybe re-release the color version with this as an extra. I don't know how well this is going to sell considering that, but I think they did some work to this. Do you think they did?
Yeah, maybe they went back to and they digitalized it or
remastered it,
because the lighting just seems so nice and bright. And
yeah, some people's comments to me were, well, why don't you just put your TV on black and white or desaturate it? And I understood that, but I really felt like they did a lot of work on this. I don't know if it's just my mind because it's in black and white, but it looks like remastered to me in a sense.
Yeah. Maybe the sound too might be.
Yeah, they may have played with the sound. The only other thing I really wanted to mention is it has a featurette that I think is not prominent enough. Nothing is really prominent on this new release because they tried to go simplistic. Even the front of the Blu Ray is literally white with just black words if you look at the disc. Yeah. But this is not prominent enough, and it should be. There's a 25-minute candid conversation featurette, which is new, with William Gibson, who wrote Johnny Mnemonic short story, Robert Longo, the director, who does, I think he did music videos, and this was like his first movie, or only movie, and Keanu Reeves. And that doesn't say any of those names on the back, but I think that's a little bit of a seller for people that like special features.
Yeah, definitely bonus.
Definitely a good bonus. We have yet to watch the whole thing. We watched like a minute of it, but it was interesting.
Anything with Keanu is interesting.
Anything with Keanu is interesting. But if you're a fan of the film, highly recommended. It totally adds a different layer to the film. Anything else you wanted to add?
Watch it.
Watch it?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Rent it, buy it.
Yeah.
Get it.
Definitely. Fans of the movie, check out the black and white cut. Thank you again, Patrick, for sending me it.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it. And me and my buddy Jordan had a good hangout session watching
Appreciate
it. So guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good. Oh,
bye everyone.
We kept Jordan off camera because he's wanted in a few states, just in case anyone was wondering why we played this little scenario this way. Take it easy. I also wanted to mention one more thing very briefly. The cut of the movie is exactly the same as the color version. Some people are saying that they think it's an extended cut or the Japanese cut or has different scenes. I didn't notice that. Same exact cut.